So when we first saw the house, it was actually in really, really bad condition. It used to be a rooming house, so it was very neglected. And when we walked into the basement, it felt very dark, very tight, not much light, not very high ceilings, and there was a large drop beam running along this whole length, which made the space even shallower. What the clients had in mind was to convert it into a one-bedroom rental unit. The first thing we did was we just wanted to make sure we have enough ceiling height in the space. The basement is actually raised about 1 meter above grade, so you do have the opportunity to create bigger openings. So we lowered 2 feet and you can actually see the benches around the whole perimeter as a bench footing. We opened up the windows, we made them larger. The basement apartment is about 650 square feet. So there's a little walk-in closet that is tucked away. There's a powder room. We have the bedroom. Of course, the large living dining area. We try to create really small bedrooms so that we use the space towards the living area where people actually spend most of their time, right? The idea for us, and especially for small spaces usually, is that you create a kind of a white canvas. And then you add little spots of color, you add warm materials, because you want to create a space that is comfortable and feels warm, yet spacious and large. Because the space is small, it's a 650 square foot apartment, you gotta find a way to make spaces multifunctional. The table acts as a hub almost. People get together, you eat there, you work there, you hang out. It's the center of the living room. And then always keeping in mind that this apartment might not be an apartment at some point. So the way we designed around the benches is we have built-in bed with lots of storage underneath, but you also have the option to take away the elevated bed, and then you would have just seating around the perimeter, and you could put in a large table and that would be your meeting room. The idea about the kitchen was to keep it simple. It's part of the living room, so you don't want to feel you're living in a kitchen. And we actually experimented a little bit with a new material. The countertop is made out of corian and has a molded sink. So it reads like it's one piece, which I think is really beautiful and also keeps the place really clean. We had a lot of fun finding the materials, reclaiming them, using new materials. But we tried to use a lot of materials that we reclaimed from the building. So, for example, we used ceiling joists that we took from the roof and made a beautiful table out of it. So that really helped, I find, to make the apartment kind of look aged. Building that door and giving the illusion that there is a space behind that, but actually there's only a fridge. And it's always fun seeing when people open the door and they want to actually leave the apartment. They're like, oh, I'm walking into the fridge, what's going on? We always try to find things and then upcycle them. So we find pieces at the flea market, or even sometimes people drop stuff on the street and we pick it up and we make something out of it. So like we found the casters, for example, attached to another piece that we found on the street. The pillowcase was leftover fabric from another project. It's really important to tell people not to throw out your stuff. Well, if you do, then at least put on the street somebody can pick it up. I come and pick it up. I have no problem with that.